love discussing things like this. So, without further ado, here are all 21 Pilots albums ranked and put into a tier list, I guess. Starting with number 7, the worst album
including
of them all.
revisiting all of their
Regional
albums,
at best.
starting with
Before I made
Regional
this
at
tier list,
Best.
I had
Regional
not
at Best is
listened
the
to
torturous
any
listen.
song
The
of
Sound of
Regional
Nothing is a
at
sweet
Best,
release
but
from the
I kinda
horrific
had to
singing,
say
rapping, and
this.
stock synth sounds that are cluttered throughout this entire project.
Regional at Best is awful.
I would argue that the first 16 years of my life were actually significantly
The Sound of Nothing is a sweet release from the horrific singing, rapping, and stock synth sounds that are cluttered throughout this entire project. This album has some decent song ideas with absolutely abysmal execution. It had me on the edge of...
No more. Look what they've done to my boy. He was just a kid when he started. And now we have Baldi's Basin. Just thrashing him left and right. No mercy. I don't even know why I called him Baldi's Basic. Maybe it's the hair. It lines up with his skin. Change that shit, brother. People say not all heroes wear capes. And that's true. I wear pure ice. But somebody must do the right thing. Thus I, Skilly Billy Lamb, blup, blup, the third, have decided to create the one and only true 21 Pilot. I bit my own tongue. Alright, real talk though. A lot of 21 Pilot tier lists have been pretty horseradish. Lately, these critics have been sounding like clones of each other. The most I can think of them are like the equivalent to Rotten Tomato critics. You can straight up experience peak that's been carefully crafted by talented individuals, only to have a motherfucker come up and be like, What? What do you mean, nah? Go watch your cuties or something. I know you give that shit a high score. Alright, but my point still stands. Because they focus on the older things, then they will tend to find more mistakes to make the band look bad. Of course they're making the band look bad. They were kids first trying out their albums. Who knows what kind of mistakes they could have recorded. Josh could have played a bad note, and Tyler's mic could have peaked like this. With that being said, with this video, we will be doing a tier list of every 21 Pilot album. The only difference is, I will be judging each song based on two things: their catchiness and if it's replay valuable. How it's going to be graded is very simple. I'm going to go through each song of said album and give them a smash or pass. Now, depending how many passes the album has, contrary to how many tracks the album offers, we will turn the number grade into a percentage grade, which will ultimately determine the placement of the album, from S tier being 100%, which all tracks are perfect, and F tier 0%. All tracks in the album were absolute dog water. Any questions? Alright, let's go! Okay, so far, one of my favorite songs from this album, along with two other songs. I would most definitely play the song if it popped up randomly in my playlist, without, you know, getting bullied by my friends. The verse of this song could perfectly reel in the aura of what self-titled could have been if it's solely based off rapping. Like, I don't know, it reminds me a lot of the song Fall Away from Self-Entitled. And as I think back on the song now to try to explain why I smashed it, I find myself wanting to rap along with the lyrics, but failing miserably because my pronunciation in English is not very good. My tongue keeps tripping over itself and I end up sounding like a phone scammer. But, like I said, if it's to the point where I want to sing along when I'm just trying to remember the song in order to critique it, then we got something cooking. And don't even get me started on the chorus, man. The first chorus is just a teaseful appetizer even. One that's got us like, You know, I would have said an edging joke, but because I said teaseful, but I'm a better person. I'm a better person. But look, once it reaches to the chorus, it's so dramatic and so melancholy. Like, you can genuinely feel the thorns in Tyler's throat as he like screams out the chorus. As that being said, the verses in this song are so catchy where if you knew how to rap well, you would waste no time but to rap along. And the chorus being so simple yet catchy, you just can't help but pretend to scream along. Overall, this song is a smash. This. What is this? Glazing back to back? Like I mentioned, I don't care what Tyler's rapping about. Well, with some exceptions. But as long as the rapping complements well with the song and it serves smoothly, then we have a winner. William Shakespeare? Who the hell is that? It's all about Tyler here. Josilium Tyler Sphere. Alright, back on track. The beats that follow Tyler's rapping is so catchy. Like, you just can't help but bob your head or just tap your toes. And dude, with the soft piano, oh, so good. Oh my god, so good. But to bring this on a serious note, if I want to bring this in some sort of like sentimental way, the best way I can describe this song is like revisiting some sort of past chaotic or traumatic point that has been taking place in your lifetime. Not so much just to like dwell on it, but rather to like acknowledge it as some sort of learning lesson in order for you to get experience in life. So that way you can become aware of what comes in the future, whether you fortunately needed to learn it or unfortunately needed to learn it.
Every time I feel selfish ambition is taking my vision. My crime is my sentence, repentance is taking commission. It's taking a toll on my soul, I'm screaming submission. And I don't know if I am dying or living, cause I will save my face if I name my sake, abuse the grace. Take
final thoughts on this song. It is looking to be one of my top favorites, specifically my third favorite, thus giving the song the smash. The only compliment I could give this song is literally the rapping section, but that's barely anything. Boy. There's not enough meat on this chicken wing.
Spit on it, bro.
This song don't got any replay value to it, nor does it have anything catchy to sing along with. It doesn't make me want to bob my head, nor does it want me to like, I don't know, snap my fingers or something. It provides nothing and brings zero purpose. It's just simply boring, and it doesn't stick out like the others did. And don't even get me started on the last chorus. Genuinely, the mic kinda killed his screaming. It just felt like shoving sharp rocks into my ears. And yeah, I already know what you're gonna say. Oh, you sweet little goober.
Listen to me, you little shit. Someone has songs with bad quality. There's some crazy good. Then this stupid little section with bad quality. So you better keep your mouth shut and your asshole tightly shut and hear me out. Don't we have an understanding?
Therefore, the song will be considered as our very first pass. Is this Nirvana? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Nirvana, but I just feel like I can't sing along with this. And if I did, then probably my neighbors would call the police on me. The screaming does sound really cool. Like, I love the screaming. It's like he's begging with his heart when he goes like... Yeah, like that. But I feel like it's a wasted potential. The song isn't really that catchy and I wouldn't really replay it back if I had a chance. But I would give it a benefit of the doubt that it does sound very cold-hearted and very cool. Kind of like what a Nirvana song would be like, as I mentioned. Thus, this gets a pass. This is a story about a scarlet letter. Now, after 4 depressing songs with 2 being bad and 2 being good, we're finally going into the up and up. But this time with a rather happy sounding song. It's pretty good to have a change of pace very often, rather than having like the same depressing tone. Like, Jesus Christ, man, give me a break. This one gives me a fresh breath of air. Like, Christ, I just want to go out, sniff some flowers, and just be whimsical in my street. With the power of my happiness and Sprouts supermarket by my side, we can probably turn my neighborhood hella white. One small note, I do really love how slow and calm his rapping is. Like, I know you're white, but you don't have to be the next Slim Shady. Let me tell you, rapping fast does not make a good song in some occasions. You might as well be those announcers who would list every single negative side effect that could permanently torment you for the rest of your life just because you need a medicine for your tummy ache. That being said, the song is catchy enough for it to stick into my mind, and the slow rapping makes me want to re-listen to it as many times as I want, thus receiving a smash. Coming into our 6th entry. Now, I know this song's not built very well, to the point where you can hear Tyler picking up his mic before he starts to sing. Like,
I say,
but genuinely, I don't mind it. It's just what I mentioned in Save Me. I love how amateur sounds. It gives me a very nostalgic feeling to it. Like in the prime 2000s when we had no clue of our surroundings. Hell, did crime even existed back then? That's just a figure of our imagination, man. There was no crime back then. The 2000s was a movie. Yeah! Alright, my point is, as weirdly as I'm going to make it sound like, it sounds like you're just starting off new in life again. Don't look at me like that. Where you are viewing everything in the world very pure and innocent. Like how you did back then. Don't look at me like that. So that being said, I love how amateur sounds like, and how it uses its bad quality to make it sound very nostalgic. Therefore, I will be giving this a smash. Alright, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I do not care if it sounds like Tyler singing underwater to the fishes in a submarine, because this song slaps in a sad way. You know, the audio gives off the POV of like those sad music videos that play in the background, like listening to Kanye at 3 AM in a back room in a rainy night, just so the 14-year-old emo kids can manifest it. And that rapping part, oh my god, look. Do what I did. Do what I did. So you can get the grasp of what I felt when I listened to this song. First step, get the present. Yes, sir. Ready for that. Always ready for that. Where's my reward? Oh, my reward is pain. Alright. Next step. Play the song in a perfect day. The best time to play the song is like near a rainy day, or when like the rain has already finished and the smell of wet cement is like subjected into the air and it fills up your lungs. Walk down your neighborhood with a nice warm jacket and just inspect everything around you. Sure, yeah, it can be a little depressing, but I mean, for me it's kind of therapeutic for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. The best thing you can ever feel. And then you can get shanked or something, I don't know. The street things say. So in my opinion, this song is a smash.
Merrily we fall out of line, I fall anywhere.
Hear ye, hear ye. I would like to pitch you all a pattern that I have noticed. A particular pattern that I would like to call the Piano Pilot's Paradox. Now, you may be asking, psst, hey, you, yeah, the one that's awake. What do you say if we give the people who slept in this video a little prank, a little tomfoolery, and then we will pretend like nothing ever happened and just continue on with the video. Alright? On the count of 3, we will scream. Okay? 1. Now, you may be asking, Piano Pilot, what now? Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Is that what you mean? No. Listen. Now, if I could borrow your ears for a sec. Oh, wait, going off script, that was so difficult. So difficult to say. Peter Piper picked a pickle. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled. Peter Piper picked a pick. Peter Piper picked a pickle. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a peck of God. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickles. Okay, pickled peppers. Pickled peppers. Peggers. Pickled peggers. That's pickled peggers. Oh no. Peter Piper picked a peck of. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now what? Ah, I messed that up. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. I did it the first time. Not the first time. I did it, but I messed up the last line. No, sweetie. You heard me extremely right. Because you see, the song alone embarks on a journey that
Pisses me off.
Oh, you did it now, mister. Now the wolf is really coming in.
What do you mean by that?
It's what you may be asking. Oh,
You pitiful creature.
Let me tell you, two of the most boring, most disgusting songs you could ever think of. Worse than the Browner. Even with the Browner, it has curiosity. Unlike these three musketeers of shit. So, allow me to quickly go over why these three suck. Ready? Go! This one's boring! No dramatic beats to the song. There's nothing that changes. It's just still. It's just a still line. I only see a still line. There's no fun rapping. There's no fun piano. There's nothing fun about it. And moving on to Prove Me Wrong. Now they say that lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Well, Suze, come get my other ball. Because this one sucks. Ah! It's like something I hear in a 2007's movie. Something so soft in the background. Probably like in a fancy bar. With the main character dancing with his love interest as they both knock into each other's eyes. Then boom! The villain comes crashing into the party just to steal the show, making the song so forgettable. And finally, moving on to Falling 2. I actually like Falling 2. Alright, put your pitchforks down, put it down. Let me explain myself. I like the song, but the build-up doesn't reel you in a sense. It sounds boring. Sure, call me short attention span, I don't care. If the build-up doesn't really scratch that little spot in your brain that makes it like feel good, then I'm not listening to it. I would usually just skip it. But if I thug it out and go through it, then I actually tend to like the chorus. Surprisingly, it's really nice and catchy. I like the beats. It's not just a still line like how the other two were, and it has a vast, surprisingly fun amount of like different things to it. And the ending is pretty angelic, not gonna lie. But in general, I feel like this is a hard song to like get into, which is why I usually skip it when it comes up. So for that one, I would give it half a point, half a smash. Man, I don't care, have that smash. I just don't want to cry no more, please. No, not the guitar Alright, this song is surprisingly an enigma to me. As in, it doesn't make sense how I feel when I hear the song. And the more I think about the song, the more I'm starting to feel scared. Because genuinely, I actually love how it's written. I love how the instruments are played. And I absolutely love how soothing it is to my ears. But it all comes with a cost, and that is it sounds boring. Only in rare occasions when nobody's looking around, I would pull up the song from my coat and just give it a listen before getting bored. And then you rinse and repeat. So because of that, I think I'll just give it a pass. Listen, son, you might want to have to sit down for this. What we're about to get into is what started all of this. These two songs, Trees, Goner, they have been remade, rebranded to something better. So what is the purpose of rating it here? And listen, there's some sketchy shit going on here with these critics that they want to rate these old songs like the new ones don't exist. There's something going on here. But this is where I'm gonna put the stop in. This moment is where we will see the true rating of this album. Thank you. Enjoy. This is a joke song. I really love the piano work on this. It's gotta be my most favorite piano play throughout this whole album. And you know, I'm not kidding. It's such a feel-good type of song. The lyrics, questionable. But it's just that feeling when you like put on your headphones and just hit play.
Now I don't have to change. I tried to sing a song for you, and now I realize that it's gone. I tried to live my life for you, and now I realize that it's gone.
Even with this part, you just feel immune to the negativity around the world. So, because of that, with this song, I think it definitely deserves a smash. Well then, if you've been paying attention, then good job. You might remember when I mentioned that I have top 3 favorites from this album. So far, we have Blasphemy as my top favorite, Drown as my third. Now, could this be? Could Realize That It's Gone be the top second? Finally fitting the last piece of the puzzle? Well, to that I say,
Making sweet music. What?
this one. This is the one that takes the cake as the second top favorite song out of the whole No Fun Intended album. Funny enough, it was a pretty difficult deciding whether Where Did We Go or Realize That It's Gone should have been second place, because both had their own unique catchy sections to it that just scratches that little part in your brain, that little G-spot in your brain that's hidden deep inside. I know that I mentioned in Realize That It's Gone that I had my most favorite piano play of all time, and you know what? Scratch that and listen to this part. Like, you get what I mean now? I think this one takes the cake as like the most favorite out of this album. And you know what? I think I'll move this song up more than for second place. And now it will be my first top favorite, with Blasphemy being my second and Drown being my third. So of course, this song receives a smash. fellas, we finally made it. The final track to our No Fun Intended album. And I say, it's a perfect way to conclude this album. I want to believe, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing here. If you pause this video, go over to the song, take a listen, and come back, and you better come back. We can all collectively agree that this song is one hell of a closing. And I can assume that we can all come to an agreement on which part of this song is the highlight. And now let you give it a listen. With such an unexpected guitar solo to bring it to a close, it brings such an impact after witnessing the ups and downs of this album as you journeyed through it, and the ending of the song would mark the beginning of the band 21 Pilots. Woo! We finally made it. So let's get into the evaluation now, shall we? This album offered us 18 tracks, but we ended up removing 2 tracks for obvious reasons. So that leaves us with 16 tracks in total. And with a total of 5 songs losing and 1 being pretty half-assed, it will end up leaving us with a total of 11.5 good songs out of 16. And if we do the math, this album will leave us with a 71.87%, a pretty low C-, close to a D. And my gut feels pretty good about this. I'm pretty happy with it receiving a C-. Well, not technically a C-, but just a C. And if we were to rank the songs from best to worst, then first place would be Where Did We Go? Blasphemy, second. Third, Drown.
I am under the water.
Fourth, Realize That It's Gone. Fifth, I Want to Know. Sixth, Just Like Yesterday. 7, Tonight. 8, Hear Me Now. 9, Taken by Sleep. 10, Falling 2. 11, Save Me. 12, Taco Bell Saga. 13, Hole in the Ground. 14, Whisper. 15, Never Change. And finally, 16, the most ass song, Prove Me Wrong. And yeah, that's the end of the video. My opinions aren't really better than any other opinions. They could be just the same or probably worse, and that's fine by me. So let me know what you guys think. I would like to hear other opinions. And to the people I pointed out, don't go harassing them. They're fine people. I actually like watching their videos. They actually inspired me to make this video, so they're pretty cool guys. Go check them out. The link is in the description. I feel like a douchebag talking like this, trying to imitate a fucking YouTuber when I have 30 subscribers. But hey, if you're new to this channel, then hop on in, leave a subscribe. You don't have to click the bell button. I find that fucking useless because I still see the recommendations. But yeah, so if you leave a subscribe, you won't miss the second part of this video, which we will be going over regional at best. My ultimate goal is to rate all the albums and put them all in one single video. And once we're done with 21 Pilots, we will look for another band. But yeah, it's a lot different from what I do, which is just like, you know, small little gameplays and then with excessive amount of editing. A little change to this channel and something that can put more effort in. But yeah, I started this in late March, like in my birthday month, and I'm finishing in June 18th as I'm recording this. Wow, that's 3 months, Jesus. So that being said, I'm tired, you're not. Thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next one. I love you. Not really.
History. Friday night fucking unconventional weaponry. Yo, what's up? My name is Bernie Fucking Head.